6 reasons why narcissists are simply dirty, evil people. Have you ever wondered what motivates narcissists and other egotistical persons to behave the way they do? It's no secret that many of us have a hard time understanding how narcissists think and why they act the way they do. Anyone who has ever worked with, or even just met a narcissist, can attest to the fact that they are incredibly annoying. Before moving on to the following section, let's define and briefly examine the evolution of narcissism. To put it simply, narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, is a mental and personality condition characterized by an inflated sense of self-importance, an inability to empathize with others, and an obsessive preoccupation with praise and admiration. Close friends and family members of a person with this disorder may help shoulder the responsibility of caring for that person in many ways. But why do we have so many self-centered people in the world? Narcissism is an actual and pervasive mental disorder that can be brought on by adverse events and trauma in early life. An absence of discipline and an abundance of attention throughout childhood have been linked to the development of narcissism in some adults. Narcissists, especially when they're young, tend to have overly delicate psyches. Perhaps you were spoiled as a kid, or maybe your parents had too high of expectations for you. Although they might be acting this way for a good cause, there's no doubt that narcissists are capable of extreme cruelty. They often lash out at their loved ones to prove how much they despise themselves by hurting the ones they care about the most. If you shower a narcissist with enough love, they can be persuaded to trust you or see past your flaws. But if you reveal your shortcomings to a narcissist, they may quickly disregard any potential benefits you could provide. Narcissists will stop talking to you and treat you with contempt the moment they realize you are human, just like they are. This video will highlight 6 examples of the narcissist's cruelty. Watch and learn more about why narcissists will continue to do evil to you. Number 1. Narcissists have a driving desire to succeed above all else. Narcissists see the world in simplistic terms, lacking in nuance. Their minds are constantly filled with fantasies of power, success, and admiration. They aim to incite envy in those around them, particularly in those who have achieved success. The narcissist believes that your success is due to them, but they may be jealous of someone else's accomplishments as it represents a missed opportunity to gain approval. Reasoning with a narcissist is fruitless as they reject attempts at persuasion. The narcissist's competitive behavior is not intended to hurt your feelings, but they simply enjoy competing. They are emotionally deficient, which manifests as erratic behavior. Real friends and family are the first to celebrate your success, but narcissists will be quick to find flaws in your accomplishments. They will do everything they can to prevent you from reaching your goals. Number 2. Narcissists tend to have superiority complexes. Despite their feelings of inferiority, they believe they are superior to others. Narcissists may boast and lie about their accomplishments or humiliate others through ridicule, slander, or disgrace. They often put on an air of superiority to gain admiration and submission from those around them. While narcissists may admire or even worship those they view as helpful or strong, they generally have little regard for anyone other than themselves. Narcissists view those not in the spotlight as helpless wretches, deserving of contempt because they are no better than the narcissist. The narcissist's self-delusion of superiority justifies their contempt for others. Narcissists have an inflated sense of self-worth, believing themselves to be better or more important than others. They will insist that they deserve any cruelty you inflict upon them. They may find your unique perspective or assistance appealing. Number 3. It is important to note that narcissists have a low tolerance for constructive criticism. When criticized, narcissists tend to react negatively, even if the criticism is well-intentioned. Their sensitivity to criticism often leads to a loss of composure and even tears, regardless of whether the criticism is constructive or destructive. Therefore, it is crucial to be careful when giving feedback to a narcissist. If you fail to take responsibility for your actions or continue to blame them, they may become more aggressive and escalate the situation. In such cases, it may be futile to try to help them learn from the scenario, as their self-absorption makes it difficult for them to accept criticism. Number 4. It is challenging for narcissists to forgive themselves. Narcissists often have a deep-seated self-loathing, which makes it challenging for them to forgive themselves. Self-forgiveness can be a painful process for them, which they may avoid altogether. Narcissists lack empathy, even towards themselves, and their fixation on their self-image prevents them from forgiving others. They often try to bring harm to others and inhale the negative emotions of those around them, which only exacerbates their self-loathing. Number 5. Narcissists only care about their own fabricated reality. Narcissists are adept at creating a likable image of themselves, often with a tragic backstory, to garner sympathy and admiration. They exude confidence and charm, which can be appealing to those who lack self-confidence. However, their reality is often fabricated, and they are unable to accept alternative viewpoints. They react defensively or even hostilely to any challenge to their carefully curated worldview. Thus, it is essential to be cautious around narcissists and be mindful of their tendencies towards self-absorption. The 6th trait that is often associated with narcissists is their lack of empathy for people who are close to them. This is one of the key reasons why narcissists come across as cold-hearted individuals with a lack of emotional depth. Narcissists typically lack the ability to understand or appreciate the feelings of others, and this is due to their self-centered nature. As children, narcissists tend to develop an unhealthy preoccupation with themselves, which can lead to them disregarding the needs of others around them. They expect their wants to be met by others, which can lead to them becoming emotionally distant and insensitive as adults. If you find yourself in a relationship with a narcissist, it is important to understand that you cannot fill the gaps in their self-improvement, as they will only use you to feed their ego. One of the reasons why narcissists struggle with empathy is because it goes against their instinct to prioritize their own needs over those of others. It can be tempting to give in to their demands and harsh demeanor to avoid their rages and coldness, but this will only lead to further destruction. Instead, it is important to accept the narcissist as they are and to stop making excuses for their destructive behavior. Denial is also pointless when it comes to narcissists, as they are often resistant to change. It is crucial to stay focused on the task at hand and to learn more about narcissistic personality disorder to avoid unhealthy relationships and develop more positive ones.